What's up, guys? Welcome back to my morning show, A Cup of Crypto. I've got my cup of crypto here. I hope you do too. Every day I'm broadcast this live, but of course, if you're watching this live, even better. But if you're not, this is still super relevant. We talk about what's going on throughout the day. I'm going to look at various different cryptocurrency coins, look at the technicals. We're going to look at some of the headline news. We're going to see what's going on in the market and see if it's good to basically buy or sell right now. That's the long and short of it. But obviously, there's a lot more in between. I talk about levels, short-term, mid-term, long-term. And of course, I'll be interacting with you guys in the chat as well to see what coins you want to cover. So let's move this over to my other screen so you can see my screen. So that should do it. Let me minimize that a little bit. So I hope everyone's well this morning. Good morning. Over here in London, it's a nice sunny day for once. So I'm happy. How are you guys? Let me know in the chat. But let's start things off. Let's kick things off this morning with some news articles before we go into the price action, which I think you're going to find very, very interesting today. There's a lot going on, and I'm actually looking at an S&P 500 chart here, and you'll see why. I believe it's very heavily correlated right now with Bitcoin, and of course, everything else is following Bitcoin right now. So if you're in the chat, make some noise, smash the like down below, and let's get on with the video. So the first thing I want to look at today is what's going on with India. Now, you may not be thinking this is huge news, but actually it's big news. India is basically one of the fastest growing middle classes in the world. They have about 300 million, basically the population of America, growing as the middle class population, and a lot of them are into cryptocurrencies. And India have proposed a 30% tax on crypto and NFTs income. So just to go over this, India on Tuesday announced plans to launch a digital cryptocurrency by next year, very much like how China have already. Tax on cryptocurrencies and NFTs as the country moves closer to recognizing cryptocurrencies as legal tender. So there's good and bad. It's actually a good sign that they're doing that, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing. Income from the transfer of any virtual assets will be taxed at 30%. So not very attractive for people in crypto to move there, but at least there's some regulation around it. And ultimately for Bitcoin to really get into the $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 mark, you are going to have to see some regulation come into the space at some point or another. So that's what's going on in India. It's a huge market for crypto, huge market in general. So very, very bullish news, I believe. Anyway, what's going on in El Salvador? Well, El Salvador, as you know, is a bit of a crypto haven, and their president has predicted gigantic price increases for Bitcoin. So January 2022 has been one of the worst months for Bitcoin since the pandemic. True, very true. However, the price is showing strong signs of recovery. After falling from 47K below 34K, we may be seeing some recovery. The broader crypto market has followed a similar trajectory. So on-chain trends, so like the hash rate, for example, you can see here, is at almost all-time high territory in terms of the estimated number of terahashes per second. That's the strength of the Bitcoin network, and actually what makes Bitcoin valuable, its security, its network. It's super strong. It's never been so strong. Well, slightly stronger a few days ago, but it's at the highest level of advancement that Bitcoin's ever been. Never been as secure. So there's nothing wrong inherently with what's going on with the technology of Bitcoin. It's all to do with politics and highly leveraged positions in the market. So basically what's going on there with El Salvador, they're being very, very pro Bitcoin, and they're receiving a lot of pressure from America in terms of, you know, you're not able to do this, and they're fighting back. So there's going to be some interesting things that come from it. If you're in the chat this morning, say hi in the chat. I can't actually see currently anyone said hello. I hope it's all working. It says unable to connect to chat. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to reset the page very quickly. Bear with me. Just going to reset it here and see if that brings people into chat. There you go. I can see you all now. I can see all your chat. I couldn't see it before. I don't know why. I don't know why I couldn't see you before, but I can see all your messages now. Thank you so much. I just had to reset the stream. But yeah, it's all good. It's all going fine. So yeah, great to see some of you. Hello, good morning. Good morning all. Good morning. I've got my cup of crypto. I hope you've all got your cup of crypto. This morning I'm drinking, it's an Americano, nothing too exciting. But I do have something a little bit funkier, a little bit healthy. Doing this stupid keto diet, guys. This is basically full fat cream, broccoli, asparagus, kale, and cinnamon. There you go. Oh, and I got some nuts. I think we'll make it habit. I'll share my breakfast, why not? Right, cryptocurrency. So, that's the Bitcoin news. El Salvador, important stuff right now. Ethereum price risks dropping to 2K on a bear flag setup. So, of course, after this news, we are going to go into the technicals, and I will be showing you exactly what they're referring to very quickly. It is this bear flag, as you can see. You can see the flag, and we are getting some resistance there. But I'll go into the technicals in a minute, and we're going to be covering all the big coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, XRP, and any of your requests, of course, any cryptocurrencies you want to cover. It's going to be very informative for everyone, whether you're watching this live or slightly delayed when you guys wake up in the States. So, risk of 2K for Ethereum, bearish pattern, yeah. Talked about hash rate. In terms of what's going on in the States concerning Bitcoin mining, that's also a big topic. US lawmakers question Bitcoin mining firms over energy uses. So there's still a big problem where energy is concerned, where Bitcoin mining, because it's not proof of stake, it's proof of work. It requires a lot of energy to mine. It's very profitable. You know, Bitcoin miners are approximately and currently mining Bitcoin at about 8K a coin. That's what it works out to with the energy usage and what has to be input for their machines, for their labor. It's about 8 grand at the moment. So very, very profitable, but it's not very energy efficient. That's why a lot of countries like Russia, Iceland, Norway, where they have all these natural resources, are great places to mine, because they have natural energy. They're not really putting a carbon footprint on it. It's all renewable energy. So, yeah, someone said Biden will ruin crypto. He may. I mean, we're in uncharted water right now in terms of where the market is and in terms of where politics are. It's going to be very, very interesting 2022. I mean, obviously, I've got my own prediction on what's going on in the market and where the crypto prices are going. But yeah, we'll cover those in the technical. So let's get into the charts, guys, without any further delay. I want to kick things off today by looking at the S&P 500. And I know that's obviously not a crypto, but right now, at this point of time, Bitcoin is super highly correlated to what's going on with politics, with Russia, of course, with America, the Federal Reserve, interest rates. So I think it's only right and proper, after I've had a nice sip of my cup of crypto, that we look at the S&P 500 first of all. So while I have a quick sip, guys, please do smash the like down below if you're enjoying the stream so far. While I have a quick sip, feel free to share it as well. Get more people into space. By the way, guys, your support for my subscribers here, if you're not yet subscribed, do subscribe, because I talk about price action daily, several videos a day even sometimes. We're making our way to 50,000 subscribers, basically. We're currently on 42,800. So join the family. We do this every day, a cup of crypto, and then I have my usual video content, mainly covering Ethereum and Bitcoin. So, cup of crypto, little sip here. Right, the charting tool I'm using for John, who asked, is TradingView. It's by far the best one. I don't even know if there's another one, but TradingView has you covered in all areas. There probably is a link under this video description somewhere for a discount if you want to check it out. You can use it for free, by the way, as well, but you just don't get as many tools. But try the free one out first, I would suggest, because it's probably adequate if you're starting out. I don't know if you're starting out, but so the S&P 500 has been on a decline since its all-time high back on the 4th of January. So it coincides with what's going on with Bitcoin. It's had this retracement, right? So we were down 11%. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for the S&P, that's quite a bit. Currently down only 6.5%. So what we need to look at here are the technicals. What we've seen is a bounce. We've had kind of a quadruple bottom, which is bullish. However, the volume, as you can see in the market, is not there. We had a bullish day yesterday. The market was up, and pre-market is up 0.6%. However, on the 4-hour chart, we're running into resistance. We have a fib level, which is the 0.5 fib level, and that is at $4,500. And then we're also running into the 100-day moving average. You'll see shortly how that corresponds exactly. Well, let me show you quickly. Bitcoin as well, look, same thing, coming in on the 4-hour to the 100-day moving average. It's the same thing, and we're currently getting rejected in Bitcoin. Now, I'm actually currently shorting the market over on BYBIT. I have 2 shorts. One is quite heavily in the red at the moment. That's my Ethereum short. It's $3,700 down. I'm not concerned because I'm a technical trader and I know where my levels are. And in fact, I've been averaging into this trade, and I plan on actually adding to this position to higher my average entry, so it becomes more profitable at the end. But although that may sound like a lot, I'm not concerned about it at the moment. It might take profit, for example, if we bottom out at $1,850, where I expect we're going in the next few weeks. I'm looking to take a profit here of about $21,000. So just to put things into perspective there, XRP, my take profit is down at 46 cents, 20,000. Profit there. If you want to trade on BYBIT, guys, link is down below. There is a guaranteed bonus right now, guys. BYBIT don't often do a guaranteed bonus. They often do 4K, but you have to deposit a certain amount. You do have to deposit a certain amount here, but there's no trading volume narrative. You just simply make the minimum deposit that they ask. It's all in the link, and you will get $1,200, or there's a tiered system you can earn up to that. So link down below for BYBIT. So let's continue back with the S&P before we move on to anything else. And guys, if you've just joined us in the stream, welcome. Cup of Crypto. I've got my Cup of Crypto. We do this Monday to Fridays. Go over the market, whether you're watching this live or slightly delayed, completely relevant. We go over all the price action for today. We're currently looking at the S&P because it has a huge correlation right now with what's going on with Bitcoin and the other markets. We're seeing resistance right now. We're seeing a lot of resistance at 4,500. That's because we have the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour. And also, if you go into the daily chart, you'll also notice that we're being pushed down by the 20-day moving average. So we also have the 20-day overlapped the 100-day. That's a death cross. And it's also overlapped the 50-day, another death cross. So things are bearish. Obviously, politics and what's going on with Russia, with China, with Kazakhstan, with many different political tension countries, there's a lot of bearish sentiment in the market. We have had a rally across crypto markets and within the S&P 500 recently. But what we have right now for the Bitcoin price is a similar story. We have been rallying, but if you look at this, and this brings us on to Bitcoin, by the way. We're going to cover Bitcoin now. You can see that we are in this bearish move. We are in this descending wedge. It's ultimately, let me correct myself. This is ultimately bullish. We have a falling wedge. However, I don't think we're done. And I'm going to be covering the technicals in a moment just to answer a couple of you here. So someone said, hey, brother, will you do another discount on the MTA mother? Great news. Great news. We are now doing a discount. If you click underneath this video, in the just literally underneath the video description, yeah, we launched it yesterday. We have a new offer of up to 33% off for a limited time where you can join us in the Marzell Trading Academy. For anybody that's new to the academy, links are down below to check all about it. For any of you that aren't ready to learn more about trading, I won't bore you now. Just check out the link down below. It's all there. It's interactive learning for beginners to intermediate video. It's great. And there's testimonials in our Discord server as well. So join us there. If you have questions, DM me at Marzell_money. On Instagram, that's at Marzell_money. So yeah, Bitcoin is looking like this, guys. We're currently being pushed down by the resistance. We're being pushed down by this 20-day moving average. We failed to break above it here, and it looks like we're being also strongly resisted down by the previous, the continuous, should I say, resistance of this falling wedge for the Bitcoin price. So not only that, if you go into the 4-hour, you also have, like I showed you before, same as the S&P, we are at a point where we're at a resistance point to break above the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour. What's really interesting to see, let me get rid of these averages a sec to make it clearer. Look how these patterns just repeat themselves one after the other. So you have action like that, you come down, action like that, you come down, action like that. Guess what's going to happen next, guys? more than likely we're going to come down. It's not guaranteed. This is trading. You have to go by statistics, and you have to go by likelihoods and risk management. Very, very important. Do not trade unless you understand the basics of risk management. Of course, it's something we teach in the Trading Academy, but I also have, for example, lots of content on my channel. I have a BYBIT for beginners video, and it explains briefly about that as well. So you can currently see for Bitcoin, we've been in this rising wedge. You could also and arguably call it a bear flag, okay? And from the breakdown point, the next target, technical target, is this golden pocket, the $29,400 level. That's where I'm anticipating that we will go in the short to medium term, the next week or so, the next few weeks. I do believe that will happen, unless proven otherwise, unless we see obviously a break out of this resistance that we've been in play ever since the all-time high in the 10th of November. If we break this line, that will be a big flag as to get out of my shorts, because this has been holding us back for a while. So if that holds us back, then I'll be certainly looking to come out of my shorts and looking to enter a long position here. So that's how Bitcoin's looking. Morning everyone. I can see you in the chat. Great to see some of you, some very familiar I don't want to say faces, because I can't see you guys unfortunately, but I can obviously see your usernames and your profile pictures. So it's great to see some regulars here. If you enjoy these live sessions, guys, make some noise by smashing the like down below and share it in your Discord communities, on Telegram, WhatsApp, wherever you feel fit that people may benefit from this. We're growing this community together. We're on our way to 50,000 subscribers, guys. So yeah, let's move on to Ethereum. We've covered the S&P. S&P and Bitcoin are in the same predicament. They're reaching kind of a mountain peak. In fact, just before we move on to Ethereum, let's have a look at what's going on with our coaches, with my analysts, and see what they're saying about the current Bitcoin price. So this is the Discord community. It's where we host our live training sessions, interactive with our coaches, beginners to intermediates. We have our trade setups. We have discussions on all the coins. And I'm going to have a look here at what our analysts are saying. We're going to jump right into the Bitcoin trade setups chart. And the most recent one, Crypto Claire, can have a look at this. So Bitcoin currently seeing resistance at 38,733. Does that marry up with what's going at the moment? Yes, it does. In fact, we didn't break that level, but she's basically saying that we have resistance at that level. And look, lo and behold, guys, we came up and touched that perfectly, pretty much perfectly. So you see the value in getting actual training from, people that actually know what they're doing with technicals. There's a lot of moon boys on YouTube and on the internet, but we're traders. We don't care if the price is going down. Personally, I love it because I can short it on the way down, obviously make profit from my short, and then buy the asset at a cheaper price with I don't know why more people don't do this, but anyway, so that's what one of our analysts, one of our coaches, Crypto Claire, is saying. She's also, if we go into the Bitcoin chat, which is where people can interact, there's quite a recent one. We can have a look at this gentleman's TA. We're seeing a lot of resistance, right, at this 38.7 level. So a lot of resistance. Looks like we're coming down. So I would concur with that as well. So that's how it's looking from a technical point of view. That's what the MTA think. We're in a bearish bias at the moment. Can you explain charts with? I take it you mean, can I explain charts or chart analysis? I mean, where would I start with that? Probably a subject for another time. It could be a very long conversation, but in very, very basic terms, in a nutshell, charts demonstrate sentiment, fear and greed. That's all it is, fear and greed. What you're seeing here is the human mind switching between fear and greed. We create patterns, we create supports, we create resistance. Everything in trading is cyclical, so it happens in cycles, it happens in patterns, and all I can say is, guys, check out the Trading Academy while we got this huge discount on below. I guarantee you will not regret it. Just to read you, for those of you that are still considering it and aren't sure, and this session, by the way, isn't about the MTA, but I know a lot of people want to learn how to trade, and it's not easy, and that's why we set up the Trading Academy. But if I was to show you very quickly just a couple of our testimonials, just so you can see the quality of this. I mean, testimony. This is by far the best trading group available. Thank you, Roy and the team. Roy's our head coach. Someone here said, Before I joined MTA, I was being liquidated 20% of my trade. I didn't have the skills to do proper TA. Since joining MTA, the information has been invaluable. It's been learning, knowledge, super speed. I've made so much more money. I don't get liquidated. It's more than worth the monthly fee. Anyway, the testimonials go on, guys. If you're interested, check out the link down below. So how do you prevent yourself from FOMO? Once I see it pump, I just want to jump in. Well, it's about understanding the chart, Aaron. You have to understand the chart and the technicals and what they're telling us. Don't go chasing green candles, but of course there's more to it. If you don't have any knowledge of technical analysis and charting, don't trade, because you will get wrecked. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You just will. You might win one lucky trade, but then you'll get wrecked. You will. So we've done S&P, we've done Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum right now is looking like this. So we do have, let's zoom in a little bit bigger for this bit. We do have a point of resistance like so. This is a broadening wedge or a parallel channel, you could say. But ultimately, I'm seeing it as a bear flag. The only bullish thing about this move for Ethereum, we did break back into the falling wedge. So potentially some bullish sign there. But of course, whatever happens with Bitcoin right now, Ethereum will follow. So I'm watching more so Bitcoin for where Ethereum is concerned. Of course, some of the altcoins, Metaverse tokens that we're going to look at as well, guys. It is very possible. So someone says, I think ETH today will have a high of around 2790, consolidate. Pretty much bang on. That's pretty much what I have down as well. That's the technicals that I'm looking at. I think, I'm not guaranteeing this by any measure, but I think we've just done our top. I think we've just done our mountain peak, which is at 2790. What you've said. Exactly what you've said. I believe that there's so much value in a short right now, and that doesn't guarantee that it will be successful. But if you look at our technical target, just to show you for Ethereum right now, if you took a trade, a short trade to the target where we anticipate it's going to go down to, look at this. Look at this sexy move. What am I looking for? Short. So you take the position here. Your profit taking level is down at, let's say, around 1950, okay? About 1950. You can have a tight stop loss here, probably around this level, 2855. You've got a 7-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That is a dream. I would recommend this trade, and I won't guarantee that it will win, but it's well worth the bet. It's well worth the bet. This is the equivalent, let me think about this. This is the equivalent of getting 7-to-1 odds if you were betting in the 90s of Chicago Bulls beating the Phoenix Suns, and you get paid 7-to-1. So just to put things into perspective, because the technicals tell us that this is what's going to happen. There's a 70 to 80% chance it's going to happen, and there's a 700% payoff. 7x, should I say. So it's giving us a 28% return if this trade plays out. If you had 10x leverage on that, guys, that's 280%. So if you want to start trading, I've got a bonus here, guys, a guaranteed $1,200 Bitcoin bonus on BYBIT. Of course, you can transfer that into USDT or Ethereum. You just use that link below. If you want my real-time trade signals, every time that I put a trade on, I've also got my free Telegram crypto trade signals group. Click on that link, and all you need to do, guys, is sign up with this specific BYBIT link here. To get access signals, create a new account. Even if you have an account already, you need to create a new account. I earn a bonus that way. That's how I monetize it, because I give these signals for free. But you also get a bonus. This bonus is actually up to $4,000, and that way you're getting access to my trade signals group. Okay, so that's how that works. So let's take a look at the chat. I wish I could just send you all the money I have in crypto and you could just make some power plays for me. Josh, I'm open. Shall I send you my crypto wallet? You can send it all to me, buddy, and I'll do my best. But if I lose it, it's on you. No, I'm kidding. I can't trade other people's money. You know, I've had family, I've had friends say, here's 10 grand, just take my money, I want you to trade it in the market. I would never trade anybody else's money. Okay, maybe I would trade an exchange's money, like using leverage, or the bank's money. That's different, but never a friend or never a supporter or anything like that. Because ultimately, even though I trade with the odds in my favor, you can lose. You can lose as well. There are risks to trading. Hence why myself and our coaches created the MTA, the Marzell Trading Academy, where we completely limit the amount of risk. And like I said, down below, guys, for today only. Okay, actually, I tell a lie, it's not today only, but it's a limited time offer. I think we're going to run it to the 5th. Okay, you're going to get a up to 33% discount off the normal price. There's also a link to Patreon, which is the normal pricing. Don't sign up through Patreon, sign up through the direct link. You'll get a big discount. So are we going to see a low for ETH? I believe so. I believe this is where we're heading. I believe we're heading down to approximately between 1715 and 1950. That's where I believe that we're going. We're currently seeing, so for Ethereum, let's look more at the technicals here. For Ethereum currently, we're currently seeing a lot of resistance from this line. Also, guys, look at the moving averages. We are now being pushed down by the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour. And on the daily chart here, we came up and spiked to the 20-day moving average and got resisted off that. So the question is, do we break above it? If we break above it, yeah, there is some short-term bullish sentiment. We could see higher prices. If we break this level, if we break 2,800 and confirm it on a 4-hour, where could we go to? Well, let's bring in a VPVR. And you could expect something in the region of around 3,100, I suspect, if we break that level. So if you're doing a short right now, a good place to put your stop loss is approximately around 2855 to 2925, let's say. So I'd still trust him. I've watched you for months now. I wish I had the guts to go in one of these trades, but I still need to pay. Yeah, fair enough. Look, Josh, I mean, trading isn't easy. Do your homework before. Don't just, ape into it without knowing what you're doing. So let's go into ADA, into Cardano. I want to take a look at the Cardano price today, and let's get rid of a few of these other indicators because it's a little bit messy right now. So I'm going to zoom out here. Cardano's in an interesting place. We're in this downward wedge, which is very bullish. We're at the bottom of this wedge, but the interesting thing about Cardano right now is we are at such a strong support line. This $1 level, this 99, okay, $1 to $1.07 is such a strong support. Look at the strength. If we break that level, then obviously it's a bit worrying. Okay, it's very worrying. However, at this moment in time, it's worth all day long putting in a long position and having your stop loss somewhere around probably around 87 cents. That way, what you can do, yeah, I mean, I can show you the value here. I mean, if you have your trade here, have your stop loss underneath this wick. See that wick? Underneath that wick. And you can trade it. Let's extrapolate that. Okay, and you can trade it to the top of this resistance line. It's a 33% move. On BYBIT, guys, you can trade ADA USDT, and actually you can actually trade Metaverse gaming tokens here as well, Sand, Ethereum, all of them. They've got everything. You just search it, they've got everything. It's the best trading platform, guys, and their customer service is also fantastic. So ADA's looking like a buy right now. Cardano I'm bullish on. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP is in a very interesting place right now because we had an arc, but this isn't actually a confirmed arc. We need to extrapolate that a bit further. It looks actually more like that. So we're in this consolidation. We have a bit of an M pattern here, maybe. Moving averages on XRP right now on this 4-hour chart. We've been rejected off the 50-day. And if you go into the daily, you'll actually notice that the 100-day has crossed the 200. So that's bearish for XRP. My initial target is a short, but obviously waiting for the breakdown, and then you can look at lower prices potentially as low as 49 cents. But we actually have even more bearish sentiment than that. Let's take a look at the academy for XRP. Our head coach, Mr. Kundalini Crypto, is a bit of an XRP expert. Obviously, we cover all the coins, but let's have a look at XRP. So once again, guys, this is the Academy. All our trade setups, live video training sessions daily, XRP trade setups currently. Someone has showed us that on the 5 minute we've had a diversion, okay, at 62 cents. Where are we currently trading? We're trading at 61 cents. So there's been a diversion. I think that was only on a 15-minute chart. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at this. This is exactly what's been spotted by one of our students here. So the great thing about the Academy is even the students muck in, like, because you become knowledgeable, you learn. But you can see that there is definitely a break to the downside here from this point. We've broken down, and yeah, within this arc, the next target is approximately down somewhere around 59 cents. And in terms of a trade, if you want to take that trade, it's another good value trade. Look at this short. Let me do that again. So you've got a short down from here, stop loss just above the arc, target down to around 59 cents, 4.34%. So it doesn't look like a huge percentage, but you know, if you had a 20x leverage on that, it's about a 90% trade, 90% gains, doubling your money. That's the power of trading, guys. But it can be risky as well. So obviously, check out the BYBIT for Beginners video, check out the Academy. So guys, 104 people with us this morning. Fantastic. It's great that you're all here. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please give the like button a gentle or a very hard tap down below. Obliterate it and share it. Share the video. Let's get more people in here. Let's grow this community. We are making our way to 50,000 subs here in the Marzell Money family, guys. So a quick one as well, just before I move on to my next coin, my next technical analysis. I would greatly appreciate it from my amazing supporters here. Could you all quickly just go onto my Twitter, if you're not already following me, at Marzell Money, and all leave a like on this. We are going live. This is the link to the live stream we're currently in. I'm going to put a little comment as well. Join our live. Leave a comment and smash the like and maybe tag someone. And I'd greatly appreciate that. And we'll come back to this tweet just in a moment and see how many of you have retweeted it, quote retweeted it. It really does help the channel, guys. I really appreciate that. So 1, 2, 3, boom, sent. So I'll come back to this tweet in a minute, and it would be amazing. So by the way, it's the original tweet, right? Not my join our live. You can smash the like on that as well, but retweet and comment in the original tweet. We are going live. Yeah, I can see the likes coming in now, guys. You're showing the love. I appreciate it. It really is appreciated. My Twitter is at Marzell Money. If I'm not posting on YouTube there, guys, I'm posting there. I'm posting news, predictions, technical analysis, funny little things. I like to think so anyway. But anyway, back into the technicals. That's XRP. Do you have videos on short training? Well, I wouldn't do short training. It's just trading. There isn't necessarily like training just for doing shorts. We teach everything in the Academy. It is an investment, guys. Our Academy is not super cheap because we give not only interactive sessions that you can interact with myself and our coaches day in, day out. We're also giving value all the time, every day. It's an investment, and it's a very good investment because it could save you and make you way more. But we teach everything in the Academy. So do you have a stocks video? What do you think of BAT? I mean, I do invest in stocks. I don't do much content on stocks. More of a crypto enthusiast. Soundbox, Marzell. Let me see. Could you look at the Solana chart? Absolutely. Yes, Jason, let's look at Solana. I have a nice holding in Solana. It rallied yesterday, just as predicted. By the way, guys, another very quick mention. We're going to get on with the technical analysis. But if you want my signals when I post them in real time, the link is down below for the free Telegram Crypto Trade Signals group. You simply click this link, and then you need a BYBIT account. You set up a new BYBIT account. If you have one already, you still need to set up a new one with this link. You need to deposit into it, and then you will gain access. So that way, I get a bonus, you get a bonus up to $4,000, and you get my signals for free. You also get included in our competition for winning monthly prizes. So let's look at the Solana price. We had a breakout yesterday out of this arc, okay? Just as predicted, nothing crazy. We have a technical target here of approximately this fib level 0.618. So we may still come up a little bit more. We may still come up to about $110. And the thing that you need to watch out for with Solana right now is that on the bigger time frame, on this daily, we did come down beneath the golden pocket, and obviously it may act as some form of resistance now. It may not. On the daily, the moving averages, we're approaching the 20-day MA. So at the level currently of around $112, $113, you're bound to run in some resistance. I wouldn't trade Solana right now because it's in a bit of a no man's land. It had its run yesterday and we don't know what it's going to do yet. If it breaks the 20-day moving average, then fine. There could be a nice long there. Team Marzell, absolutely. How's that tweet doing? So we got 9 likes there, 3 retweets. Let me refresh it. It must be more than that, guys. I know your support is better than that. Let me check it out. So we're basically going on to @MarzellMoney, and I want you to retweet this tweet. We're going live. Leave a comment. Let me know below. And yeah, be much appreciated. Thanks for the people that have contributed so far. So yes, Solana. I wouldn't trade it right now. I wouldn't trade it right now. SHIB. Yeah, let's take a look at SHIB just for fun. Shiba has been obliterated. It's been blitzed. I mean, look at SHIB, right? I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. We are down in terms of percentage. What is it? 85% down. It's taken a big hit. Big hit. 75% currently, but was 80%. Okay, so a big hit currently. We're down on SHIB. Would I buy it right now? No. It's quite typical in a bear market or in a big downward trend for these coins to lose 95 to 98%, even 99% of their value. Could happen. I would only buy it if we break some of the technical levels. So the first technical level is this. So if we come up and break above sort of, I mean, this is on BYBIT, so they do something called SHIB 1000, like this. So basically, they take all the zeros out for you. It's much easier, SHIB 1000. So what we're looking at here is all the zeros taken out. So it's at 0.2. If we break above sort of 0.26 6.5, then maybe it's time to put in a long. But at the moment, there is no reason to put in a long position because it could continue this pattern that we've been seeing, this continuous pattern, downward trend. The trend is your friend to the end, and it may just continue, okay? Of course, it's oversold, and my gut feeling is ultimately it will come back. But the thing with SHIB, it doesn't have any utility or fundamentals. It's purely based on influence and exposure, and it's a meme coin, right? So it has to be in the spotlight. It needs hype to perform. It's getting no love, and rightly so. Will it perform? I don't know, but I wouldn't long it right now, and I wouldn't short it right now. So it's not one I would trade. Forget about dog coins. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I'm not the biggest dog coin fan. I've bought them in the bull market. I've done some kind of swing trade stuff with it, but ultimately, guys, if you want to gamble, go to the casino. It's more fun, I think. Can we look at Cardano? We did have a look at Cardano. Very quick recap. It's in a position of a very good long opportunity right now. My target on Cardano is about $1.38. Very nice risk to reward ratio of about, actually the risk to reward ratio is okay. It's about just over 2 to 1. It's a good long right now. We're at, but look at the support, right? Cardano has a super strong support right now at that dollar mark. There is more support here. I don't know why it hasn't loaded, but there's a lot of support on Cardano. Let's look at MATIC. I will be going back into Bitcoin and Ethereum as a recap in just a moment. Let's look at what's going on with MATIC right now. So it's currently at $1.65. It's been beaten up a little bit, not as much as some of the other cryptocurrencies. It's down currently around 43%. So even less down than like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is bullish, right? It's kind of being supported off the golden pocket. It did break beneath it, but it got supported at the next level. So in terms of where this could go, would I trade it right now? Let's go into the 4 hour and have a look. Let's have a look. I mean, we are seeing some support. We're definitely seeing some support at $1.57. So we may be consolidating as well. I mean, for example, there's definitely an arc there. I'll show you what I mean. Again, this is something from our trading academy. We use arc trading methods. You can definitely see that there's potentially, I don't want to say guaranteed, but potentially a breakout about to happen. We're now broken out of this and we're being supported on this downward sloping previous resistance now acting as support. Could be a long opportunity. I'm not sure on that one. I'm not confident enough to say, yeah, go for it. I don't know if the value's there. Let's look at the moving averages. We need to bring them in for this one. Bring in our EMEA. So moving averages, we're currently beneath the 100. If we break above that 100 on this 4 hour chart and you see some volume increase, it's worth a trade. It's definitely worth a trade. To what level? Maybe up to around $1.71 even. Yeah, it's not been a bad position. I mean, for the long term, brilliant. It's a great buy, of course. Matic has got real good fundamentals. The weekend pump is a trap. I believe so. Let's go back into have a recap. I've been looking at the S&P because Bitcoin is linked to the S&P. Looks like we're getting strong resistance off the 4,500, and it's also the 100-day moving average on the 4 hour. It corresponds exactly with what Bitcoin's doing. Also seeing being resistance off the 4 hour 100-day moving average where the volume profile is as well. I believe this is a bear flag. Okay, for Bitcoin. If you can't see it yet, you're going to see it in a minute. Bear flag, right? And I believe it's going to go and come down to around that $29,000-$30,000 level. That's where I believe we're coming. Hey, Mars, I have a question. Why do you trade in dollars if you're in the UK? It's just easier. Most exchanges work in dollars. Most of our audience recognize dollars because even if you're not in the States, dollars is kind of the currency of most commodities. Oil's traded in dollars, gold is traded in dollars, Bitcoin is mainly traded in dollars, and I don't want to be switching between the two and getting confused between. So when it comes down to investments in terms of anything to do with commodities, and I consider Bitcoin somewhat to be a commodity, is dollars. It's much easier for everyone. Thank you for the video you uploaded yesterday. I almost bought ETH. That's all right, Ronnie. I'm glad I might have saved you there. Like I said before, if you want my signals when I'm trading live in real time, link down below for the Telegram Trade Signals group. It's free. You just simply create an account with this link and you deposit into that account. Even if you have a BYBIT account already, create a new one. Use that link, deposit into it, use that account to trade with. I'll gain a bonus, you'll get a bonus, and you get my signals for free. If you're in the US or Canada and you need a VPN, there's a VPN link there as well. You can set it to, obviously, another country like the UK or the UAE or Germany or wherever you want, and then you'll be able to trade using that VPN. So, any questions? You demand, Mars. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. And you have the same name as me, so great name. Mana. Let's have a look at Mana, Decentraland. I have a small position in Mana. It's looking quite bullish. Looking quite bullish. Look at this. Look at this. So we look at the Mana price right now. So we've currently broken through the previous golden pocket, and on the 4 hour we've broken all levels of resistance. We've broken the 200. I don't know if you can see that, but we're now getting supported on this blue line, which is the 200-day moving average. That's very bullish. What's going on the daily moving averages? So we're seeing some support, perhaps. If I go into yeah, we're seeing some support on this 200 on the 100-day. We did break above the 100-day, and it's looking quite bullish indeed. Actually, Mana's an interesting one right now. Let's do some more technicals. I really love that you guys contribute and ask me to look at these coins, because when we go through all the technicals together, sometimes I think, oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that one. And I buy them, and that's happened a couple of days. So it's great that you guys actually give me value as well. So I do really appreciate you guys joining me. How open interest charts? I'll cover that one in a minute. I want to cover the technicals first on Mana. These Metaverse tokens, I own Mana. and I own Sand. These are the two and only Metaverse tokens I own. I believe that they are going to do fantastically this year. We're going into Metaverse big time this year. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you could draw it like that. I guess you could draw a resistance line more locally as well. Maybe something like that. It's not perfect. I mean, that's probably not the best way of doing it. Okay, let's do something like this. Let's see on the let's see if we've broken resistance on the previous high on the fib level. So if we go swing high, swing low. So we've broken above the golden pocket of resistance, and we've now been resisted off the 0.786, which is at $2.87. So the next level to break is $2.87. If we can confirm that on the 4 hour, it's a very nice trade. Obviously, I'm just talking about trading. If you want to buy it just to hold, it's a great project. But the next level I'm looking at is about $3.56. So I wouldn't trade it just yet because we're in between $2.68 and $2.87, and we haven't done much price action in between that. In fact, even more locally on the hour, you've definitely got a support level which looks something like this. The support is at about $2.75 and the resistance is approximately at $2.87. Okay, so if you want a short-term trade, very nice trade would be this. Okay, you could go in a long position here, take it from here, have your stop loss just underneath that these wicks. I wouldn't wait for this one. These wicks here. Target. You don't want to target the top. It's not about trying to time it perfectly. You can get in and out before the top and before the bottom. You can't time the market. And look, you've still got, if you trade it up to $2.85, you've still got a 3.83% risk to reward ratio. That's a beautiful trade. That's a really good value trade there. So if you want to trade mana, derivatives, you've got it on BYBIT, mana. Okay, you use, here we are, mana. You can trade mana for USDT. Just simply with my link below, guys, when you make a deposit, if you've got half a Bitcoin or more, you will gain up to $1,200 bonus. If you don't have half a Bitcoin to deposit, I suggest to use the link in my Telegram trade signals, because that will give you up to $4,000 bonus even if you deposit less. So check out that link as well. But you can create an account, BYBIT, deposit into it. Depositing is really easy, and then you can obviously create a trade there. So let's go back into Ethereum quickly to see what's going on. We're seeing a bit of a rally right now. So are we going to break this level? This is the level that we're looking at, right? We're looking at this level to see if it breaks this kind of 2780 kind of level. It's quite significant because the moving average currently on this 4 hour for Ethereum, where Ethereum is concerned, is supported on it. So although I'm bearish about it because of what's going on with Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin, it's being resisted out of that 200-day moving average, and so is the S&P being resisted off the 200-day the 100-day moving average. This represents the 100-day moving average. I would be a little bit cautious. Ethereum does tend to overshoot when Bitcoin's rising. Ethereum will overshoot it, and then it comes down harder as well. So I'm just being a bit cautious right now. I definitely wouldn't put in a long right now, just because there's no value in it. It's not to say it won't break out. It could break out, but there's just no value in it. Is that a cup and handle? I don't see any cup and handle on the chart right now. If you're talking about this, no, I wouldn't consider that a cup and handle. Really love your video. Subscribe. You will see more often here. Thanks, Mars. Yep. Runak, you're very welcome. Please join us every day around 10:30 UK. We do this live, but obviously if you're watching it slightly later, completely relevant. We talk about the price action for the day. Oh, on the mana chart. Was there a cup and handle? Let's have a look. Mana. Let's have a look there. No, it's not. It's too uneven. It would need to be a cup and handle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to have some kind of bottom like that, yeah, and then come down. So this is just more of, well, it's not a cup and handle pattern. Definitely not yet anyway. I mean, okay, if it came down to here and then started moving again, you might look back on it and go, all right, it resembles a cup and handle pattern. But this doesn't, this pattern here, this diagonal, doesn't normally lead to that, statistically. Not that it can't, but trading is all about statistics and technicals and risk management. At what price should we enter in ETH for long term, please? Long term now, right now. It's on sale, right? Of course, it's a great buy right now. Even at 4,500 long term, you know, this is an asset over the next 3 to 5 years. It's going to go to $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So of course it's a good time to buy right now. And if you haven't yet bought Bitcoin or Ethereum, and you're one of these people where it's like, oh, it was too expensive, or now it's not too expensive, but it's going down more, trust me, just buy it. Don't try and time the market. It's not about trying to time the market. It's about time in the market. No one can predict the market. Of course, short-term technical traders like myself, it's different, but you'll never be able to time the market perfectly, guys. It's just not something that's feasibly possible. So let's take a look at Luna, Terra Luna. We're now seeing something bullish for Luna. Luna's a very exciting project, and we're now off the support. We broke back above it. This is a hugely bullish sign. You see this V? When you get a V like this, and then a retest of the support, it's very bullish. Look, same thing here. V, retest. You've probably got a few of them. V, retest. It was a bit weaker there because we're in a downtrend, but look, V, retest, V, retest. This is extremely bullish for Luna. Okay, so in terms of the moving averages, we've broken above the 20, so that's a good sign. In terms of the daily, we are quite far from the moving averages. So yeah, Luna's a good buy right now. And in terms of the discount from its high, we're currently down 50%. Luna's a good value. Luna's a good buy right now, definitely. And the great thing about Luna, I hold some Luna. I'll show you quickly in my Terra station. You can stake it. You can earn about 20% on your Luna. So in my, I don't have a huge amount. I've got what, $1,800 Luna, but you can see that I'm earning Luna all the time just from staking it. So you go on to, you use Terra Station, and you can get the Chrome wallet. Very easy. Very easy to do. You can buy Luna as well on BYBIT. You just simply go to spot and you buy Luna with USDT, and you can swap it back, and then you hold Luna, you send it to your wallet, easy peasy. So these are my trades. You can see I'm underwater about 4 grand on the Ethereum short. I am not nervous, guys. You may be, but I'm not. I know where the technicals are, and I'm going to be adding to this short. I need to transfer some more USDT in my wallet, which I'll be doing, and I'm going to higher my average position. Currently, I'm averaged in at 2,600. I want to get my average up to about 27. So I'm probably going to be adding about 25% more to my current trade. My trade value is 72.5 grand. So I'll be adding to that trade. XRP, I'm in profit. Not a lot, $300, but like I said, these are longer term trades. My targets on these, my profit at the moment is scheduled to be about 22 grand, but I'm going to be adding to it. It's probably going to be about a $30,000 profit. XRP probably going to be somewhere around 12 grand profit, somewhere around that. If you want to learn more about BYBIT, I have a BYBIT for beginners video. It's by far the most popular BYBIT for beginners video on the internet. It's got over 30,000 views, so you can check that out. Why do you use USDT rather than USDC? Good question, Dave. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I'm just more used to USDT. I've just never used USDC, so I can't actually answer that, I'm afraid. I don't know. Good question. I'm going to look into this. In fact, it'd probably be quite interesting for you guys, unless anyone knows the difference. I don't. USDT versus USDC. What is the difference? Okay, unlike USD, excuse me, let me have a cup of crypto. You guys can all read that. I'll let you read it in your own head, and I'll read it. I'm going to have a sip of my cup of crypto. Okay. All right, that kind of makes sense. So unlike USDT, of which Tether is the only issue, I guess with USDT, you can send it on the TRC20 chain, which is obviously the best one. It's free. USDC can be issued and redeemed by other member institutions, so like Coinbase. So I guess that's why I use USDT. It's kind of better for application of what I use. Guys, if you've recently joined us and you haven't already obliterated the like down below, please do that. Your support is amazing. It really does help the channel. And we're building this community this year. We're going to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we're going to get to 50,000 by... what have I done? I've gone into my video. We're going to go back into the technicals. We're going to get to 50,000 very soon. And with your help, hopefully sooner. What would really help is if you go onto my Twitter, follow me there anyway, because when I'm not posting on YouTube, you get my technical analysis there, at Marzell Money, and find this tweet. It's my recent tweet. We are going live. If you could please quote retweet it, leave a comment, smash the like, that would really help. I appreciate it, guys. So let's go back into the technicals. Is ETH going back down? Yep, I believe it is. I believe it is. We're currently seeing resistance, and we're in a bear flag. Yeah, and I believe we are likely in the next week, we're probably coming down to around $1,900 is my suspicion. I mean, you only need, again, I know I've covered this, but you only need to look at the trend. The trend is your friend to the, leave it in the chat. But look at this, like, this is a cool tool to use, the ghost feed, right? I mean, let's look at this. It just repeats itself. So what I'm doing here is basically copying the previous price action. You'll see that it just happens again and again. So what we do, we can zoom out here. We can use this previous price action. I can drag it away here. And look, it's just no different. It matches up there. You see how it goes down and up. Or you could even apply it here. It's the same thing. Just repeats. And it's giving us a target that marries up perfectly with our golden pocket of around $1,700. How do you add to your short trade? You just take another, like on BYBIT, you just add another short here. So I'm already in a short. I've got $23 left. I'll put a trade on. Let me put I can put the $23 in just to show you. So what you would do, so you can see my current, actually, let me move my head. Let me move my head just to show you for anyone that's interested. What you do, guys, sorry, let me bring that back. Yeah. So what you do, I'm currently in a short already. Let's say I want to take a short, so I'm going to do a limit order. I'm going to put it at 2,748. I'm going to use all my money. I'm getting an order value of $164.90. The reason for that is I'm at 7.5x. So 7.5 times $23 is around $165. So if I go open my short now, what's going to happen is it's going to go in my active. Okay, so it's sitting there waiting to be filled. So if this price here goes up to 2748.35, like I've put in, it's going to fill that order, and it will just be accumulated into my current position. It will do the math and average it out. It will actually ever so slightly, because it's such a small order, $26. But what it will do is it will very slightly move my liquidation price up, and it will very gently move my entry price up as well. So it's better to have a higher entry price average if you're shorting. Obviously it might move it up to 2605 or something like that, because it's such a small order. But it hasn't filled it yet. It will only fill it if I take that. And the great thing about using a limit order is you get a rebate on the fee. If you use a market order, you have to pay a fee. So not a lot of people know that. It's actually pretty much free to trade on derivatives as long as you are doing limit orders. Very important. But I talk more about that in my BYBIT for beginners video. I'm underwater on Luna because I went in heavy at like 75. Just hold. It's a great project. Have you considered trading NFTs on the side? I've considered it, but I don't know enough about it, if I'm honest, Dave. I really am not that knowledgeable about NFTs, apart from obviously the big projects that I wouldn't want to invest in. They're like millions, and I'm not investing millions into NFTs right now. So I think that order just got filled, did it? 274. No, it didn't. Sorry. So yeah, they're my current orders. How does leveraging help? Don't see it on Robinhood. So Robinhood's not a derivatives platform. Yeah, it's like for stocks mainly. You can buy crypto on it, but it's spot. Derivatives in the States, you don't have many options for derivatives trading unless you get a BYBIT account. You go onto this link underneath my video. Let me show you. Let me pause that. What you do is, and you get my trade signals this way as well. So click here underneath my video, my free trade signals. Click on this link here. It will give you this form. You sign up using this link, deposit, and you can use my NordVPN link, get a 70% discount on that. And basically, when you've downloaded the VPN, you can set it as the UK or Germany or the UAE or Hong Kong, where you can trade, and then you can trade derivatives. So there, it's as easy as that. When do you think ETH will drop to 19? I think is the big drop's coming. I think it's going to be in the next week. It's my opinion. Obviously, it could take slightly longer, slightly shorter, but it's going to be about a week. I think we're going to see some bearish sentiment over the next few days. But of course, at the moment, you can see with the Ethereum price, we are still rallying. Okay, we are still moving upwards, but that doesn't symbolize that it's bullish. In fact, volume, I mean, look at the volume's dropping off. Let's see what the RSI is telling us. I mean, on the RSI, we have actually broken out of this trend, but that's probably because of, you know, we've been trending upwards. But yeah, I mean, this is a classic bear flag. Everything indicates bear flag. The volume, as we've been rising, the way that you know is obviously from how it looks, but look at this. Let me get this down a bit. The way that you know that it's a bear flag is because as we've been going up in price, the volume's been coming down, which means the buying sentiment is weak. And a lot of these buyers are actually short squeezed. It's basically people that are waiting to short. There's a lot of orders up here. So it's not particularly bullish price action, particularly when you look at what's going on. The S&P being rejected off the 0.5 fib level. I don't normally look at the S&P, but it's super relevant right now for the politics that's going on, for the uncertainty, and Bitcoin is correlating exactly what's going on with the market right now. I mean, for example, I don't know if this will work. This would be fun. No, actually it won't, because it's a different chart. I was going to use a ghost feed to transfer this, but no, that won't work. And this is Bitcoin, right? This is what Bitcoin's doing right now. It's in this, like I've said before, same patterns, just zigzagging, going downstairs. The trend is your friend to the end. Nothing to symbolize that anything's changing anytime soon until it does change. And when it changes, that's when you can put in a trade, right? So just very similar price action. Nothing really changes there, guys. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Join me every day, whether you're watching me live at about 10:30 a.m. UK time, or just after when you're waking up in the States, or just waking up in the UK if you're lazy. And join me. Make sure you check out all the links down below. Like I said, we're currently, for a limited time only, giving 33% off on the MTA, Marzell Trading Academy. If you want to invest and actually learn how to trade and get live interactive video sessions with myself and my coaches, be part of our trading community, get all the professional trade setups and be part of this. Obviously, it is an investment, but it's discounted at the moment. It's well worth the investment. Just check out the testimonials. You can join the Discord link and see them in the link below. If you have any questions, just DM me at Marzell_money on Instagram, and do check me out on Twitter, okay, at Marzell Money. Thank you for joining me here. I will be posting a video later, and great to see you all. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys a bit later. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, and for those of you watching my videos later, I'll see you later. Take care. Bye bye.